Okay, so my name's Aaron and I'm here to talk about our business today. It's called Bikeroo. This new business idea is a bike transport service specifically designed for De Montfort students. Research stipulates that in order to reduce rent costs, a lot of students actually move away from the university, reducing the accommodation costs. But it actually has a negative effect on their attendance and late attendance and things like that. Our service will basically provide students with bikes on a hiring basis, whereby the service will allow students to hire mountain bikes with the choice to either privately store them or on campus in a shelter. This encourages physical fitness and also contributes towards keeping emissions and the carbon footprint low. This service will operate on a subscription basis or on a one-off fee service. A partnership will be struck with De Montfort University in order to help students travel to university on time at the lowest cost possible.
So to identify the industry, it's a transportation industry. So first of all, I'll talk about like the threats of new entry. The threats of new entry for Bikeroo is quite high because the startup cost is between $220 to $230, and there is no any government policy restricting us from starting this idea. Then the bargaining power of the suppliers is quite high because what we'll be looking for in a supplier is a supplier that can supply at low cost with best quality. And for the buyers are students, so of course, if like for any student, like I'm pretty sure a student can pay, let's say, £20 to hire a bike that can sustain him for a whole semester. And then regarding the substitute, there is no any substitute that could replace bikes. It's either bus or train, and we don't use train in Leicester. So then the rivalry. When it comes to the rivalry, we don't have quite competition regarding the rivalry because we have the first mover advantage. It's going to happen in De Montfort University.
Hi, my name is Kamani, and we conducted some primary research where we handed out a few questionnaires asking students about their opinions and thoughts on us bringing Bikeroo to De Montfort University. And we came to find out that many students who live far distances of 20 to 30 minutes away were quite interested and says that through this service they'll be able to improve their attendance. This will help De Montfort itself improve their overall attendance for their students, and also it should benefit towards improving academic grades as well. When we looked into some of our key stakeholders, we noticed that our suppliers, our mechanics, and De Montfort University itself are key stakeholders for our business, and on top of that, students in particular. Furthermore, we did some customer segmentation. Our customer basis is definitely students. Students concentrating more towards first-year students, bringing them in, making them feel right at home, making them feel comfortable from the onset, making them get used to the service and definitely want to maintain using the service over years to come.
As my colleague Zara has told you, we do not have high competition when it comes to this project that we're starting. In fact, our major direct competitor is a company called Grand Scheme Bike Share Limited, and they started their first launch in Newcastle University. And our indirect competitor is the London Cycle Hire Scheme, which is based in London and not Leicester, so that is an advantage for us. And as for them, they rent out to the public, and we're going to specifically rent out to students from De Montfort University. When it goes to how we're going to evaluate our performance is, firstly, we're going to evaluate our performance in regards to how we do financially. Of course, when we launch, we're going to be able to see have we made enough sales, have we made enough profit or not. And the second best way to evaluate is going to be customer satisfaction, and because obviously if the our consumers are satisfied with what we're doing with our work, then that means we're doing a great job. So we're going to be able to evaluate how good we are in terms of performance. And the third way is going to be our internal business, or rather our operational goals. And this means we're going to have certain goals that we have to reach, or rather achieve. So we will evaluate our performance based on the goals that we put. So if we achieve those goals, then of course we will know that we did well. So that's going to be one very good way to measure our performance. The third and last one is employee skills, because employee skills will help us evaluate how good we're doing, because the better employees we have, that means all those other aspects that I've just mentioned will be affected. The consumer will be affected because they will be served better. That will result in having better customer satisfaction, and internal goals, of course, as well will be reached, and it's going to help us measure the performance of what we're doing, and that's about it. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Investor.